Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that feels like it's pulled straight from a Hollywood blockbuster, but it's absolutely true. It's the incredible tale of a woman who proved that heroes aren't always the ones on the front lines. Sometimes they're the ones who step up when everyone else has fallen. Our story begins in the brutal chaos of World War I. Imagine the trenches, the constant barrage of artillery, the sheer terror. In the midst of this was a young British nurse named Elsie Knocker. She wasn't a soldier. She was part of the patch-up crew, tasked with mending the wounded far behind the lines. But Elsie saw a fatal flaw in this system. Soldiers were dying from shock and blood loss during the long, agonizing journey from the battlefield to the hospital. So Elsie and her friend Mary Chisholm, another volunteer, decided to do something completely unheard of. They defied orders, abandoned the relative safety of the rear, and set up their own first aid post right on the front line, in a bombed-out cellar in a Belgian town called Pervis, just a stone's throw from enemy lines. They created a haven. They called it the Poste de Secours Anglais, the English aid post. For nearly 4 years, these two women lived and worked in that cellar, a tiny sanctuary amidst the devastation. The two women became known as the Angels of Pervis. They were decorated for their bravery by the Belgian king and became symbols of courage and compassion in a time of unimaginable horror. The very poison that had claimed so many of the men they tried to save forced them to finally leave their post. Elsie and Mary survived, but their time on the front line was over. Their story is a powerful reminder that heroism comes in many forms. It's not always about carrying a weapon. Sometimes it's about carrying a stretcher into a firefight. Elsie Knocker started as part of the patch-up crew, but when the fight needed a warrior of a different kind, she answered the call. What an incredible story of bravery. Let me know what you think in the comments below.